same drill. I've seen some people use the example I showed, which worked. I've seen people using their own examples, but still applying the same concepts and principles to the different set of movements, which work just as well. So ultimately, the identifying concepts is what's keeping this game working, or what's keeping the engagement working. One more little bit of clarity that I'm going to offer you is in a self-defense situation. This is not a self-defense situation. This is a sparring. Sparring is a game. It helps you develop a skill set. Punches and kicks, blocks, covers, distancing, but it's still a game. It's not a fight. A fight starts here. And it's something I don't want. Fight is unconsensual violence. Sparring is consensual. It's I'm playing. I want to play. I want to, and it's fun. Fight is not fun. I don't want to be. So already the mindset is different. Okay? So the fight starts very much closer, and there's a sense of urgency. This is why I really have to understand the principle of center line control. Because once the opponent starts to move, I have to bridge and control an area that could mean harm to me. I don't want to have coincidental damage because it could lead to me being hurt badly. So we've developed a drill. It's a flow drill, but there's many steps in the flow drill, and I think today we'll probably get through first half of the steps. It's called qisao, and qisao in Chinese simply means sticky hands. But this is qi dan sao. It's qisao with one hand. So we start to develop the instinct to stick, because once I've established connection, I don't want to break away, which is something you don't see while sparring. I do want to break away while sparring because it's another skill set that I'm developing. This skill set is about bridging or trapping. It's another skill set that's necessary to enhance your overall repertoire. You see, you have 4 skill sets to develop. You have striking, which is self-explanatory. You have bridging and trapping. You have throws and takedowns, and you have grappling. Those are the 4 skill sets that you have to develop. The skill sets are easy to teach because I teach them by technique. Jab, cross, cover, kick, check. So I can play with Dean with just a simple repertoire of 5 or 6 techniques. Okay? Never striking the face even. I can just go for the body and have a lot of fun just bridging and working on the concepts of me protecting myself and my center line and staying square. And then I can do another skill set where I develop throws, where I want to work on throws, and I'm with my partner, and I want to get in, and I want to execute throws and takedowns from a throwing perspective. So that's another area of techniques I can teach. Takedown, same thing. Here, I move him up, I have his leg, I can take him down from this position because I've got his leg in my arm. So there's a lot of skills that I can teach in those areas. Grappling, should I get to the ground, there's got to be a way that I can get back to my feet or into a safe position. So there's skills at grappling too. But having the skills is not enough. I need some type of development exercise that I can make those skills auto-responsive. In other words, I don't want to have to think about them. My partner is punching with a left hook. Therefore, I should bring my arm up to... This is craziness. You know how fast that's going to happen? I have to be able to respond at a blink of an eye and then carry on at a blink of an eye. So in order to develop the sticking, the flow drill for auto responses from a bridge, I need an exercise for it. Just like I need an exercise in every one of those skill sets. The exercise I'm going to use to develop the skill set of bridging or trapping range is qisao. There's many you can use. Goju has exercises and flow drills that you could easily use as well. But this one is from a Wing Chun perspective. So I'm going to stand square to my opponent because squareness is where I protect my center line, my orientation. My partner is going to place his hand. This is called tan sao. Tan sao simply means spade hand. And I use it to shovel shit out of the way. The same way I would use a spade in the garden to shovel dirt out of the way. Tan just shovels stuff out of the way. So my tan sao, I got a covering hand, fuk sao. And what I'm going to do is my partner, actually, can we change hands? Yeah, thanks. Basically what we want to learn here is who has the center line at this point? Who's protecting what? Is it Dino that has control of the center line, or is it me? In fact, it's both of us.
It's neutral.
Exactly, it's neutral. If I want to control that line, I have to change the position. Now I'm in control. And what did I do to do that? Very little, right? Here, I just turn my wrist up, and I have a clean line of attack directly in. Without getting all fancy, trying to do some crazy business, like whatever it is. I just simply turn my wrist, and I have a different perspective of alignment. Now I can easily hit. Okay? And that's the defense to that. Is if I was to turn here and go strike, Dean would just simply check it down. Not too low, because he doesn't need to go lower than this. Just enough to stop the energy. So if I place my hand in taunt, and relax, turn, and then go, and Dean simply braces and bridges, or he does it, what's called a jutsao, is a hand, energy taking hand, like a sinking. And then back up to taunt, and we start over again. I turn, I go, I back. Turn, go, back. All I'm trying to do is develop a sensitivity between what he feels and what he does without losing his structure, without getting nervous, without changing even his alignment. All he has to do is just simply change the posture, and he's got it all under control. If he has it under control with such little effort, then the rest becomes easier. Does everybody understand that? Okay, so everybody get up in a row so because we can more easily identify how we're going to work this. Everybody get up in a row with your partner. One partner facing with his back to the TV, and the other partner facing with his back to the shrine. Yeah. Does everybody have a partner? Here. Up. Here. Good. Now, partners with your back to me, we'll do the tansao. So simply like you're asking for money. This is a position that you always, if you have kids or if you are a kid, you know how to ask for money. Everybody using the left hand. Everybody's got their left hand asking for money? People with their backs to me, left hand. People with their backs to the TV, right hand, cover the left hand. Keep your elbow in. Yeah, your left, your right. That's it, elbow down. Good. Okay, people with their hands, tansao, are going to turn their hand forward into a palm strike. That's it. Don't even change the location. Just simply change from tan, look here, to a strike. Very good. Now, simply reach towards your partner's chest, and the partner just simply bring it down. Not down all the way into a low block, because that's changing the alignment, but just down to check the energy, and then back to neutral. And 2. So on my count, you turn it over. When I count again, you go forward. 3. Back. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Back. Now, change roles. Partner with the hand covering now has a hand underneath. Very good. Same count. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Back. Now, change hands.